I put the phones on. I'm like, I can't hear Chris at all. So that's the problem.
Appreciate it, Rob. Thank you.
There we go. We're all set now. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Let's try that one again, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. How is everybody doing tonight? Now, welcome to tonight's meeting of the ZBA. As I mentioned earlier, we anticipate things to go relatively quickly this evening. I know that a number of the items may be requesting postponements based upon the information that was provided to Ms. Beatrice. And, but we will go ahead and start with case number 25-18. That is 16 Elm Street. There is some information that we generally have to read into the record before we get started, and I will start with that.
Just so you're aware, it doesn't appear that either of the applicant or the homeowner is here. So if we want to wait to the end and give them a little bit of time to get here, just in case they do show up. I did send an email asking what they were doing, if they were going to withdraw or continue, and I didn't get a response back.
Okay.
So we could start with summer.
So moving on to, all right, folks, I stand corrected. I appreciate it. Thank you, Amanda. We are going to give the petitioner just a little bit more time to actually arrive on the Elm Street matter. We can move on to case number 2601, that is 526 Summer Avenue. The Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a continuance of a public hearing in the Select Board Meeting Room at Town Hall, 16 Lowell Street, Reading, Massachusetts, on Monday, March 2nd at 7 p.m. on the application of OH Design and Build on behalf of the property owner pursuant to MGL Chapter 40A, Section 9 and Section 10 for a special permit and a variance under Reading Zoning Bylaw Sections 4.5.2, 7.0, 7.3, and 7.4 to construct a two-story addition that extends an existing non-conforming side yard setback, and that results in the structure exceeding the maximum allowed lot coverage on the property located at 526 Summer Avenue, Assessors Map 8, Lot 116 in Reading, Massachusetts. Unless there is an objection, I will dispense with the reading of the abutters list, except to say that the abutters were notified as per the following. That is the Select Board, Town Clerk, Police Department, Fire Department, Building Department, Conservation Commission, Health Department, Assessor's Office, Engineering Division, CPDC, members and associate members of the Board of Appeals, as well as the planning boards of Wakefield, Linfield, North Reading, Stoneham, Woburn, and Wilmington. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my understanding, and Amanda, please let me know, my understanding is that the petitioner is requesting a continuance for this matter until it looks like the April 6th date?
Yes.
Okay. And just so that the record is complete, is there anyone here to speak on behalf of 526 Summer Avenue? Okay. Then would anyone on the board like to make a motion to continue?
I will make a motion to continue the application for 526 Summer Avenue until the April meeting.
Is there a second? Second. Thank you, Andrew. And all in favor?
Aye.
That's unanimous. All right. So that will be continued until it's April 6th, is that correct? Thank you. The next matter we will call is case number 26-02. That is 107 Woburn Street, Reading, Massachusetts. Again, the Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing in the Select Board's meeting room at Town Hall, 16 Lowell Street, Reading, Massachusetts, on Monday, March 2nd, 2026 at 7 p.m. on the application of Attorney Joshua Latham pursuant to MGL Chapter 40A, Section 9, for a special permit under Reading Zoning Bylaw Section 7.0 and 7.2, and or pursuant to MGL Chapter 40A, Section 10 for a variance under Reading Sections 5.3.2, 6.3, and 7.4 to convert an existing non-conforming medical office use into a new non-conforming multifamily residential unit in a single-family district on property located at 107 Woburn Street, Assessors Map 16, Lot 36 in Reading, Massachusetts. Unless there is an objection, I will dispense with the reading of the abutters list, except to say that the abutters were notified as per the following: the Select Board, Town Clerk, Police Department, Fire Department, Building Department, Conservation Commission, Health Department, Assessor's Office, Engineering Division, CPDC, members and associate members of the Board of Appeals, as well as the planning boards of Wakefield, Linfield, North Reading, Stoneham, Woburn, and Wilmington. And like the previous matter, we did receive correspondence from Attorney Latham asking that this matter be continued until the April 6th date as well. Would anyone on the board like to make a motion as to the 107 Woburn Street to continue that matter?
Make a motion to continue case number 26-02, 107 Woburn Street to the April meeting.
And is there a second?
A second.
Okay. All in favor? That is aye. That is unanimous. Thank you. Okay. And also we're going to move on to case number 26-03. That is 122 John Street. The Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing in the Select Board Meeting Room at Town Hall, 16 Lowell Street, Reading, Massachusetts, on Monday, March 2nd, 2026 at 7 p.m. on the application of Attorney Joshua Latham on behalf of the property owner pursuant to MGL Chapter 40A, Section 9 for a special permit under Reading zoning bylaws, Sections 7.0, 7.3, and 7.3.2 to demolish and reconstruct an existing non-conforming structure that will maintain non-conforming front yard setbacks on the property located at 122 John Street, Assessor's Map 17, Lot 235 in Reading, Massachusetts. Again, like the previous matters, we did receive correspondence from Attorney Latham requesting that this hearing be continued until April 6th, 2026. I know I should have asked this before with the previous property, but is there anyone here to speak regarding the properties at either 107 Woburn or 122 John Street?
I'm here for 122 John Street. I don't have any information. Came here for more information.
Okay. Well, we did receive a letter from the petitioner's attorney for that matter that they would like to continue it until the April meeting.
Okay, well, I'll be back.
Okay. We thank you for coming and thank you for taking an interest and just coming to check things out.
Thank you.
If you are looking for like the application, if you go to the website under the boards and commissions, go to zoning. There is the upcoming meeting information, so you can find the applications there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. And would anyone on the board like to make a motion to continue case number 26-03 for 122 John Street until the April 6th, 2026 hearing date?
I move to continue case 26-03, 122 John Street to the April 6th date. Yeah.
Thank you. And is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Andrew. And all in favor?
Okay.
All right. That makes quick work of those three matters.
We can probably just vote whether you guys want to continue that case.
Let's give it maybe 5 more
5
minutes.
minutes? Okay, then we can do the minutes first.
Yeah. And folks, we appreciate your patience. Thank you all very much. Obviously, we need to, the petitioners to actually go forward before we can actually even really listen to something. So we need them to go forward. So I appreciate you.
No need to apologize. It's not you all disrespecting us, it's the new guy.
So we appreciate it. Thank you all very much. But for the time being, we do have just another quick matter that we can probably address in the meantime. I think, does everybody have the copy of the minutes from our February 2nd meeting? And is there anything within the minutes that you believe needs to be corrected?
No.
for me.
Would anyone like to make a motion to approve the minutes from our February 2nd, 2025 meeting?
I mentioned, go for it, Frank.
It's your turn, Frank.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from February, what was it, first?
Second.
Second?
And is there a second?
A second.
Thanks, Anthony. And all in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Alright, we do have the 5 minutes that we didn't do the last time.
January.
Yes, the J one. I do have 3 copies if anyone wants to take a look at them. The biggest question was who voted on which case. I think in the email I sent to you guys, I kind of put that update in there. I think, was it Andrew made the motion for Chute Street, Patrick seconded it. For Martin, Patrick made the motion and Taylor seconded the motion. I think that was the only question the last time.
And that was the only thing that was outstanding.
Yeah, I think so.
Did we want to make a motion to approve as amended then?
Sure. Make a motion to approve the January 5th meeting minutes as amended.
Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Alrighty.
Did you hear back from 16
So for 16, they had sent me an email originally saying that they thought they were going to withdraw the application without prejudice. And then after a little bit more further conversation, we did suggest maybe holding off on withdrawing and continuing so that it gave them time to present new plans to the building commissioner to review before they decided they wanted to close their case. So that way, if they wanted to come back, they didn't have to start the process all over again because we still have the envelopes for the decision, and that way they don't have to pay the $90 application fee and turn in another set of envelopes.
But they didn't provide any sort of indication as to
they
whether or
didn't
not they were
choose.
going to be
They
here
never
this evening.
replied back to that email. That was last week. I did follow up. I believe it was today I followed up and I didn't get anything back. So we can continue it if you guys are comfortable doing that. And if they do choose to withdraw without prejudice, then we could vote on that for the next meeting.
Is there any legal standing on that or that they didn't reply?
Yeah, they haven't requested a continuance.
So I did check with Andrew earlier today, and he did say you can give it about 15 minutes if they're not there, that you can continue it. Like, you guys do have the choice to be able to continue
Okay.
it.
15 minutes starts at the time when you call, right? When you first call them.
So if we continue it, I mean, how many times can we continue without them responding?
Well, this would be the only time
The
that
only
we've
time.
continued it without them
Okay.
responding. If we do it, I'd say we certainly wouldn't do it a second time.
That's what I'm asking.
But my only question is, well, I don't know. There's a lot of people here to talk on this and they haven't responded. It's a lot of wasted time for a lot of people. So I don't know if I'm inclined to.
If you want, I could run back to my desk and print the actual email, if you guys would like to see the email.
Do you mind? Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll be right back.
Unless you're saying have them talk, it might be for nothing. Because if they don't
No,
respond.
I'm not, no, they can't talk because the applicants
'cause no
aren't
one's
here.
Okay.
The application is not going to be heard.
Yeah. I think them not showing up speaks volumes, don't you?
Well, that's one of the things that we want
Yeah.
to take a look at the email correspondence.
The actual email that they did send.
Yeah.
Sounds
They went to a different town, like before.
disrespectful.
Did you lose your dog?
No way.
Jesus, I hadn't seen it in so long.
Oh, that's because I was away. It was only walked it.
Oh.
I took it for a walk today. I took it like the other day. And they ran into a raccoon. Yeah, she ended up calling me together.
Is that the one that's down at Petty's house? Is that right?
Yeah.
Was it the
Oh,
attorney or
it's
the
on
architect?
your.
Oh, no, it's architect, yeah.
I believe, yeah, it was.
It was
She said the police will do it.
Not the homeowner.
It's there.
Tractor with
And
the
and
sunshine.
after the cop car.
Have they been in the office
Doing
the
it.
last month,
I've only seen emails.
the last few weeks?
Now,
Yeah.
how many dogs?
Just one.
Oh,
Did they do anything to amend the application?
Still goes
Yeah,
to the
tell that
law
raccoon to
with
move
you?
under that shit.
Not that I know, I think Amanda's been corresponding and
She would
I
have
had
asked
to
her.
run her, and then she responded to them, I believe. And then I don't know if they replied to that response.
Raccoon did?
The raccoon, yeah, it, like, we were on the
I
side.
think by
porch,
right they can
and
build
the
that
raccoon
structure,
was actually trying to come up.
just
to
add
the-
a
It was crazy. I like, let me just show you that.
ADU to it.
Crazy.
Because all the
Yeah,
setbacks are
we
compliant.
shouldn't, we shouldn't
So
discuss it
many-
substantively at all right now.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the raccoon.
I didn't know if they went-
So Tim
they
and
went
I
in
were
all
on the
week.
side thing, and the
Oh.
raccoon, wait a minute, started coming around.
Oh, it
See,
lives under there.
Yeah. Up to our front door.
So that's a sign that that it's sick, right?
Yeah, it's sick, Steve kicked it. And this is Bella's car, like, first. Cause Bella.
And the
That's
baby's
sweet.
coming out.
Yeah, Bella
Can he
from
do
Bella's
something?
car.
Time and it's acting wacky.
What about
When I
Tim?
saw
Does he
it,
have
was
anything
at
to do
it
anything
went
with
down
it, or
Eaton
no?
Street and then it cut over by the river. And it
no,
was
I
spinning
If
in
it's a dog
circles.
We
treat,
were gonna
Oh my
call,
God.
we called somebody,
Animal
but the
control?
blizzard came. No, animal control. So we had to call somebody that would
Yeah.
humanely, like, take care of it. But
You're
it's
really
definitely-
close. How are you getting this
Well,
video?
Bella was in her car, she came home.
Oh.
She made a
Yeah, but
She couldn't
but
even get out of her car.
suggestion that they had accepted that alternative.
Yeah.
So
At that point in time,
that's
crazy. But yeah, so I mean, it's rabid, right?
Cause there's just a couple like information things that aren't relevant,
Oh,
so.
thank you.
That's
Very
scary,
kind of
poor girl.
Yeah.
She couldn't even get out of her car.
No, I had to get her, don't get out of the car.
Which one is
Scary.
Yeah, this was it the night
this?
before.
Was the one with
See it?
Where is it?
It's between Cece's house and our house.
Yeah.
Just kind of read it through very quickly.
We were in the back room, like, recording it. Isn't that crazy?
That's scary.
Yeah, I remember
What time was that?
That was
Dark.
at 8:58 PM.
Oh.
Yeah, with 5 minutes. Isn't that crazy?
Because it's a two-family, just like scary.
me too, and right in the next shadow.
Gabriel was going ballistic.
I think
I just
He is spinning,
wire
something
fence.
going on.
Behind the tree.
because like, I think just right here, somebody's rules.
Yeah, it was the architect.
When was
Just looking at the minutes.
This is the existing,
Just looking
We
at the
had
minutes.
so this is the same.
that they were fighting, we were watching them up in the tree. Yeah, so I don't know if we had two in the backyard, but yeah, we were going away, and it was very
I
dangerous.
mean, usually.
So he's in the air like a.
Yeah, these
Doubles
were,
in
these
there.
were good size, one was good size, but it's also mating season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, mating season's coming up.
There's one lady.
Yeah.
You know what?
So the only,
15 on the sides.
Yeah.
based upon this email,
20 in the front.
the only information that they provided was back.
That's just because it's the two-family. So like they do.
A set of
Okay,
rods,
yeah, that's not
and there's a set of hunting dogs.
This is
So
their.
come up and try to make a nest.
So 22%,
Friday.
It's weird.
I don't see any response
See all
to
these branches and stuff on the tree.
Amanda's emails.
We're trying to make.
See, we put that, yeah, they'll make it.
They stay dry.
Yeah, exactly, they look for that protection.
This is 20.
Outside our door, so. It's eggs and they're feeding them and they look like little.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Folks, just very quickly, Amanda, first of all, I also wanted to just put the language in the email from the petitioner actually into the record while we speak, just that email. So the information that we have from the architect was, it looks like a Wednesday, February 25th email reaching out to Ms. Beatrice. It says, "Hi, Amanda. The owner has elected to move forward with a single-family home with an attached ADU at 900 square feet. I don't believe we'll need to go through the zoning, but please correct me. We would meet all dimensional requirements for an attached accessory structure. Do I need to send a letter to formally withdraw or attend the next meeting to request without prejudice the project? Thanks, Jay." And that's Jay Bradley Architects LLC, 403 Franklin Street, Melrose, Massachusetts. Based upon the email chain that was provided to us, it does not appear that Architect Bradley responded to any other attempts to reach out to them.
No, I did not get any other emails from them.
Okay.
Yeah, I would not interpret that at all as them requesting or wishing to have a continuance on the application that is currently before us.
The information based upon this email and based upon what the
I didn't know there was a light switch there, sorry.
just based upon this particular email, it appears that the applicant is choosing to withdraw their application.
I didn't receive anything formal after that. If you look at a couple of the other emails, but it's
Their failure to respond to those particular emails and their failure to appear here this evening, I would generally indicate that their actions would dictate what their particular response was at that point in time. So I would consider that and that email and their failure to appear here this evening as their desire to withdraw.
Without prejudice, according to their.
Without prejudice.
So I move to accept the request by the applicant in application number Z2518 for 16 Elm Street. Move to accept their request to withdraw their application without prejudice.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Okay. And all those in favor of withdrawing the application for 16 Elm?
Aye.
And that is unanimous. So
That means this application is no longer before us. If they want to bring it again, they'll have to do it again, and you'll get notice of that.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
So that stays an empty lot until something else happens?
Well, it sounds like something is happening, a single family with an ADU.
Yeah.
The-
Better than in which lot? There's two lots.
The information will be provided to the town. I believe at that point in time, it's a question of whether or not any sort of relief is going to be necessary before either us or CPDC. Obviously, if any relief is necessary for them to build under the zoning or under the zoning bylaws themselves, they would have to go through probably
Another
one of the-
application process.
Another application
correct.
process. However, if they are completely able to do so by right, then that is a different process.
Okay,
Okay?
so they'll stay within the zoning and the zoning laws at this point.
We can't necessarily provide any sort of advisory type opinions. We can't necessarily say how people will act at this point in time. Obviously, if there are concerns, then please do not hesitate to bring it up to the town.
Well, he paid a lot of money for those plans. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Thanks for
really?
your interest, folks.
So
Thank
thank you
you.
all very much for
Take
coming
care.
and for your interest appearing this evening.
Good night.
Is there anything else that we needed to address this evening?
No, we'll just have a nice full case for next.
Yes, we will.
And I'm not gonna be here for April, so.
I'm not gonna be here for April either.
Where you go?
My baby's gonna be
Oh,
born.
congratulations.
Oh. On April 6th.
Due April 5th, actually.
All
Yeah,
right.
so-
wow. That's awesome.
So, I mean, there could be a chance if my wife goes late. You know.
So we need the.
Usually it's early, isn't it?
So my first two were early, so yes.
Do we want to
So,
make a motion?
Yeah, before we go into any other personal information, does anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
And is there a second? Thank you, Frank. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And we can go off the record. Rob, please take us.